And with us today is none other than the maestro himself.
By training, I'm an accountant, and still I am.
Mathematicians.
Yeah, so that will never end. So I can call Rongai a major catchment for a youthful population and a youthful target market.
Hello, and welcome to Chanza Lifestyle Knowledge Series with me, Israel Legadiru. It's amazing to have you one more time. This is the channel where we talk about everything real estate, from real estate investments to property markets to everything to do with due diligence. This is basically your one-stop shop channel for everything real estate. And so today we are having a conversation on the insights of 2025 with regards to the real estate markets in Kenya. And with us today is none other than the maestro himself, the best of the best in this industry. I'm talking about none other than the CEO of the Kenya Properties Developers Association. I'm talking about none other than CEO himself, Mr. Vincent Mwango. Karibu sana, Vincent.
Thank you so much.
I hope you're feeling good.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be here today.
The year clearly seems like it started well for you.
Of course, yes.
You had we organized a breakfast, a CEO's 2025 Insight breakfast just recently.
Yeah.
How was it?
I can say it was quite insightful conversation that we had as a team, as industry leaders, to share the insights and forecast on how the industry is going to be in the period of 2025.
Yes.
Amidst challenges that we've experienced maybe in the past 2 or 3 years. Related to the cost of construction, the cost of materials, which has over time been going up and up and up.
Yeah.
Alongside the policy, the tax policy landscape, which has also been, a bit unstable, with so many changes coming here and there that, really affect the overall cash flow for the practitioners and the developers in the industry.
Yeah.
So all these, as KPDA, we decided, it's very crucial that you call leaders for a conversation to see how we can navigate.
Yes.
Because as leaders, the only thing we can have is to remain optimistic.
Yeah.
You remain optimistic, so then you can able to plan prior, consult with the right professionals,
Yes.
and KPDA is more of a whole value chain in terms of its membership.
Okay, sorry, Vincent. Let me, because we're going to get into that particular conversation. But I'd just like us to build it up from here. So for many people out here, and also for our audiences, we know you as the CEO of the Kenya Properties Developers Association. But how would Vincent Mwango describe himself?
That's quite interesting. I think I'll better be described as a leader who is outgoing.
Yes.
And is concerned about the growth, a love of the built environment in general. And of course, I think my work life has majorly been on construction and real estate. So it's like a home. To me, real estate is like a home.
Yes.
And I like to be a leader in the real estate and to support our members and our stakeholders in advancing our conversations towards the betterment of the industry.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know about your journey. How did you ascend into leading such an association, KPDA?
My journey with KPDA began sometime in 2018.
Yes.
I was just exiting from, I worked with a construction company, majorly as a finance person. Project management and all that. So in the time of transition, I joined KPDA as a finance officer. Later on, I transitioned as a CFO. And of course, I also acted as a CEO between 2022 to 2023.
Yes.
Then later on, I assumed the role in a substantive position.
For sure.
In March 2024.
Yeah.
So my journey with KPD has been exciting, quite, for a period of 7 years, even coming through the time of COVID, So it's been also a learning process for me. But by training, I'm an accountant, and still I am.
Mathematicians.
So that will never end. My training is on Bachelor of Commerce Accounting for the undergrad.
Okay.
Then CPA and also a master's in business administration, finance option.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's basically my background.
Yes.
In the course of working for KPD, I've also had a chance to represent the association in other task forces. Like I was a member of the National Construction Research Agenda, NACRA, which its main mandate was to set priority areas for the construction industry for a period of 5 years. That is from 2021 to 2025. You know? Yeah, so it was also another exciting engagement to, push for policy matters within the real estate industry. So generally, the journey has been exciting, but of course, to get there, merit comes first. Not being youthful or being old, merit comes first. And I believe from the leadership of KPDA, merit has always been a priority for us. Exactly.
So now talking about the industry specifically with the latest developments that are coming up that we are seeing actually around us. I think there's a lot of properties that are coming up here in Nairobi specifically. We've seen a lot of developments happening in Westlands, Kilimani. We've seen a lot of property developments also happening in satellite towns such as Rongai. So what are your thoughts on this? And what's actually driving this huge influx of so many properties being developed at this particular time?
Yeah, to say, maybe to start from maybe Nairobi, I believe we are putting structures, and this is also based on the demand that we're having for, good housing within the city. We are seeing, the population is growing, so the demand is also coming automatically. We are also seeing, some other maybe international, multinational organizations coming into the country, and they have preferences on where, they want some of their professionals to live, So those are major drives, especially within the city. Of course, for the satellite towns, there are so many drivers depending on the location. We've seen areas like Athi River, maybe, being driven by, the infrastructure. Expressway, it's now takes just maybe less than 10 minutes to get from Westlands to
also the
Athi River.
proximity to the SGR rail.
Exactly, and the SGR, all that. So the infrastructure really along that side, I think infrastructure has really played a key role. And of course, a place like Rongai, in the context of, real estate, we can call it a catchment zone. Because look at Rongai specifically, you'll see, for example, how many colleges are around there. About 10,
About 10,
and can count maybe 5. Cooperative University,
Cooperative,
Karen, we have Kenya School of Law. We have
International is also
we have Marist, we have Multimedia, we have Catholic University, we have African Nazarene, all those around a particular area. And some of the universities that I've mentioned are actually in Karen, but they do not have housing that is specifically for the students. Or even if there are, the hostels that are on that side, they are not enough for this entire population. So I can call Rongai a major catchment for a youthful population and a youthful target market. So I believe, from where I sit, the settlement, the satellite towns around Nairobi are equally, going to get their fair share of the market. Exactly.
So, Vincent, you've talked about some of the insights, and you've talked about also infrastructural developments. And so, looking at areas, satellite towns such as Rongai, where of course we have our property development, Emayian residences. We've seen the Bomas-Kiserian highway being developed currently. And so according to you, do you think that this is a positive insight or forecast with regards to real estate developments in satellite towns?
Yeah, sure. That is a very positive sign, especially to potential investors. I know there are so many people who maybe have their share of land, all that, and were in the process of, planning to ground break or develop those land.
Yeah.
So good infrastructure such as roads have very high influence on it attracts definitely.
Yes.
Just the same way I mentioned about roads influencing the side of Athi River. Basically, that then means it's going to open the route to Rongai to make it more attractive. Because even as I called it, in the context of the real estate, I called it, the catchment area.
Yes.
Rongai being a catchment area.
Yeah.
But I also mentioned that most of these people who are, making Rongai attractive, especially the youth, are actually students who are from this side of Karen, and it is a whole stretch from Karen side towards Rongai.
Yes.
So that is a good sign that, the government, through that particular road expansion,
Yeah.
is supporting that area for further development.
Further development.
Yeah, so I believe, it's going to have some great impact, even for investors or any other person who would wish now maybe to shift to Rongai.
Yeah. So speaking from an investor's point of view or a buyer's point of view,
Yeah.
and if I had the money right now, do you think now would be the best time for me to put my money into it and invest?
Yes, sometimes when you see signs, you go ahead of time because as an investor, if you wait for that road to be complete,
Yes.
the pricing will,
Will definitely go up.
Will definitely go up.
Yeah.
So this is the right time,
This is the time.
Once you see the point, there's a plan to expand a particular area through infrastructure.
Yes.
That is the best time to go and invest.
To go and invest.
Because the time you are going to wait, definitely even the market, the market rate in that particular area shall have gone high.
Will have gone high, yeah.
So you have to, go ahead of time,
and put your money into it.
And put your money into it.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So you've heard it from the guru himself. And if you have reached this particular point of the video, then you have actually come to the end of part one. But speaking on investments, we've got a really beautiful property development that's coming up called Emayian Residences, which is located in Rongai, Laser Hill, which is a satellite development town that's actually coming up. And we'd like you to check this development that's coming up on our website, www.chanzalifestyle.com, or even schedule a visit. Why not? We'd love to see you there. Or even better, why don't you follow us on all our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Chanza Lifestyle, and you'll be able to find more information about this gold mine that is Emayian Residences. I will see you in the second part of this series.